The answers to these two questions can be first found in his Ahera Declaration of 1st June 1969. If you have not read it, seek it out and read it. He gave the Igbos, and indeed all black people, courage and strength to stand up and fight against inhumanity. He urged us not to allow anybody to suppress us because we are black. He pointed out racial discrimination of the whites on blacks. He did not mince words saying that the British and the whites were only interested in keeping Nigeria one the way they structured it for perpetuation of the exploitation of our resources. That's Ojukwu. The danger facing us, and please listen carefully, facing us Igbos in diaspora is the shameful and total surrender to assimilation by foreign culture. I shall continue to sing this warning as many times as I have the opportunity to speak. In my keynote address in 2005, during the New Yam Festival, I was invited by the grace of Reverend Dr. Mourn to speak to them. And I delivered a talk on a topic I called Sustaining the Nigerian Family in Diaspora. In that speech, I emphasized that we must be very sure to resist this possible assimilation of the Igbo race and the Igbo culture and the Igbo tradition. If I take liberty of our own literary giant, Professor Chinua Achebe, we must be determined to spell our proper names correctly. Because if you cannot tell where the rain began to beat you, you will not know. And I repeat, you will not know where the sun dried your body. That's Chinua Achebe, not my own. I'm quoting it. We must not forget the injunctions of our fathers and forefathers not to allow our family names to be lost under any circumstance. Thank you, sir, for prompting that. History is synonymous with culture. And any person without culture has no history, has nothing to bequeath posterity. And therefore, you become a non-person. The principles contained in the Ahera Declaration document I referred to earlier on are still valid and must be kept to your mind. It was valid when he delivered it, it is still valid, and it will continue to be valid. In closing, simply put, Ikemba Nnewi was a man. Like Ikemba Nnewi, Ojukwu said of CCO when CC died in 2009, his father-in-law, Ikemba said, everyone knew where he stood, unlike some of our present leaders today, unquote. You will agree with me that the same can be said of Ikemba Nnewi, right?
Yep.
Finally, like the 6 blind men of Hindu extraction who went to see the elephants, Dean Chukwuemeka Ojukwu was so many things to so many different people. But above all, he was Ezigbo, the man. He was Diketi Orama of Igbo land. Ikemba was a man of benumbing complexities, whose detractors, and there were numerous of them, were unable or incapable and failed woefully to decode. be transmuted into eternity,
Legend.
thus becoming a legend. Like all legends, he yet again defied everybody and died on his own terms. He took his own password with him into the land beyond, still not fully understood and explained, and now lives in the minds and memories of his people, like us, who loved, adored, and owe him a debt of gratitude. He was, simply put, one of a kind, a quintessential human being. Hey! Agwana. Aboko. Motolodo. Iyaboku. Luru. Hey! Akateshwa agugo. Nkoko sisi Anambra State ada. Hey! Akada gbachiri ụzọ. Oke eji eje mba wụọ. Ofu onye na-asị unu abịago. Ọ na chi ejie n'oke efifie na-abụ ụmụ ibe m. May his soul rest in peace.